Hello and welcome back to another week's episode. But this week we have with us Nivetha Pethuraj.
Yeah.
Welcome, Nivetha.
Thank you for
Yeah.
having me here.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of that Nivedita, Nivetha,
Oh,
Niveda?
so many Nivedita.
Hmm.
Now my dad's name is also getting messed up.
As
Pethuraj.
Nivedita?
Pothuraj.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Pethuraju, Pothuraj.
Potharaj. Correct,
Potharaj,
correct.
yeah.
Correct.
I gave up.
Yeah.
Just call me Nivi. Nivi.
Nivi.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, but I kind of empathize. There are some names that are tougher on people and some are easier on people. Like Sai Santhosh, I don't think you had any issues. But I have had
Hriday.
like Hriday, Uday. Anything. It just.
Hriday.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a Bangladeshi player called Hriday.
Hriday. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that
Hriday.
name.
Yeah. I'm not too happy about it.
Hriday.
Hriday. That's the Bengali way of saying it.
Yeah.
So welcome.
So welcome, Nivetha.
Thank you so
Nivi,
much. Nivi.
Yeah.
Nivs.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know of the podcast. We are just trying to help our guests have a good time,
Thank you.
right? So
I'm
that is-
already having a good time.
Good.
That's.
Thank you for the coffee.
Thank you.
Thank you for your journalism ethics.
Hey, but you
guys
haven't
are,
seen them yet. I feel like you should save this for the end.
Okay, yeah. Let me wait before I judge.
Because we studied journalism, but we were not great students, if you know what I mean, right? So yeah. So we thought we will just brief you about the whole thing. We will just go from topic to topic without an agenda.
Okay.
You know, like a meandering cow in a green pasture without any sort of goal.
So I'll just imagine I'm being in a Switzerland and I'm a cow
Yeah. Yeah, and the sun is
with my
shining.
fellow cows.
Yeah, and like fiddles are playing in the background and life is good. So that is the vibe we are going for.
Okay.
Right. So
So I'll go to the first place.
cool, let's go.
Okay. I want to go like just తెలుసుకోవడానికి తెలుగులో కూడా మాట్లాడాలి నేను I have to. So I want to go back to your Dubai schooling days because I know how schooling is in India. What is the routine and society ఎట్లుంటుందో చుట్టూ
Yeah.
అది తెలుసు. How is it in Dubai? ఏమన్నా డిఫరెంట్ వాట్ ఇస్ ఇట్?
It was very, very different because I was in a co-ed school until 7th grade in India. 8th, I went to Dubai and they put me in the school called Crescent English High School. And akkada entante, so they have one side for Tamils and one side for Malayalis.
Why that divide?
తెలియదు ఇప్పుడు నాకు తెలియదు
And for
అడగలేదు
the people in Dubai?
with people in Dubai. All of them are from Dubai. But the surprising thing is, in Tamils, there'll be Pakistanis. And Malayalam side also, there'll be Pakistanis. I think it's just the core subject, Tamil,
Oh,
that
okay.
we get to choose.
Okay.
It was basically a matriculation syllabus.
Okay.
The surprising part is, I don't know if I can say this, but it's okay. I
Yeah, say it.
graduated,
We
my brother
can cut it
graduated.
later. Please. But now that you say it better be some sensational stuff. Like, oh my god.
Like people from your Dubai school will like watching this.
If they do, they'll be, I mean, if my principal watches, but they gave me a TC, so I don't care.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
let's go.
Then let's
All
go.
right.
This
Yeah.
is stuff.
So the thing is, when they come for in Dubai, you're not allowed to study. Like co-ed is not allowed in Dubai.
Oh.
At least the time that I used to study. So when the Ministry of Education they come to check on you, I think once in 3 months, immediately they used to tell the boys to go to the other side of the school, and the girls to stay in the same side. So all the Malayalam
Boys.
gang would come here,
Oh,
girls
girls.
gang would come here, and we wouldn't know each other. So we'd just have to get to know each other in the classroom, and that would how our day would go for like about half a day, or like for a couple of periods before the ministry leaves, and then we have to shift back again. So this was very unusual for me. I found it very, very unusual. And I couldn't speak in English very well back then. So appudu naku Tamil friends, they were there in my gang. So we had Tamils and Pakistanis. How contradicting is that, no? We were all very close. They were all very chill. But that's the time I realized, like, you know, we used to have a very different image about Pakistanis. But they're wonderful people. Yeah.
Nice.
So
But
that
what
was
is the
my
TC
school
thing
days.
that?
Oh God.
No, that was the thing, no?
No, it's a subject close to our heart. We'll reveal why. Because we both also grew up in boarding school where it was very strict. And TC was our biggest nightmare. So
Okay.
that TC
And we
word
got-
itself
Really?
We were served. What do you
Yeah.
say? You were like
kicked out.
kicked out.
Even I got kicked out.
Yes,
Cheers
fuck
to kick
yes. Yeah. What did you get kicked out for though?
So, so when I was in 10th grade, I had a boyfriend, and he was from the same school. Sorry, was he? Yeah, he was from the same school, and he got me a cell phone. It was a really old Nokia cell phone, and it didn't even have the buttons in the front because it was all broken. He could only buy that for me and gave it to me just so we can speak over the phone because I was not allowed to use the
Excuse-
landline.
Sorry for interrupting. What phone is it? I think the story needs the perfect detail. Is it
Nokia, that like
331?
light blue.
Please get to it, Shravan. We have an assistant over here.
We'll go back to nostalgia.
House elf.
Nokia, like really
3310.
old. No, they're a tiny sky blue color phone with like white keypads. I remember it.
1100 blue color.
1100. Yeah, I think it's 1100. Yeah, it's that one.
Which one? Second one.
This yeah, that one. That one exact precisely.
This one.
This one.
Hey, this was my first 2600.
No, it's not. No, it was not this fancy.
5100.
Sorry.
Okay.
It was like even more basic, but it had rubber keypads because
Keypads.
everything came out, and I had to
Okay.
use pen
Okay.
Double
Dial.
press num-
1100.
to dial.
Tough love.
Tough love.
And that time, when you dial a number, you would get like literally not from the phone, but like from physically tick,
Yeah.
tick number.
Oh God.
But anyway, sorry
Oh,
for
that one.
Oh,
the
this
second
one.
one.
1100.
Oh, this is 1100. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All
So
right.
the keypads and all came out.
Sorry for the distraction. Let's go back into the story.
Yeah,
It was
it's
just
okay.
for previous.
So that was my first phone that he gifted it to me, and I was using it, and they somehow found out about my love story in school, and they called me and they asked me, what are you doing? This is haram and everything. And we'll inform your parents. I said, no, we broke up. He's just my friend and stuff.
Then and there, shit.
You said you broke up. You didn't say you were not in a relationship. So you stood up.
I said, no, he's just my friend. Like, we broke up. I was a little, like, I was a daredevil back then.
Okay, correct.
So, and then there was this person who was threatening me that he would go and inform the headmistress that I'm still in relationship.
Correct.
So I kind of broke his head with a chair.
What?
Yeah. With that
Is that
strong,
illegal
like,
there?
wooden... It's not. Obviously, it's not.
Wow, okay, cool.
So this is the backstory behind me hitting a
Directly from
kid.
Yeah.
love to
There are other ways you can hit on somebody. It is not literally to break a chair on their head.
So this happened, and then they called my parents and gave me TC, and I was out.
oh
Oh shit.
Yeah. No regrets.
Yeah,
No
of
regrets.
course. Fuck. Yeah.
No regrets.
this is like violent.
But you know what would have been cool though? If you would have said, if you would have said, hey, it's haram. You're like, I know. That's why I broke up with him.
I should have said that.
Yeah. But we kind of empathize with that. We also had like strict boarding school. But unlike you guys, it was like we were always all boys.
Oh.
So that like for it was not like okay 7-8 years. I mean you are with some whatever, and then you go into this thing. So yeah. So but my question was, did teachers hit students there where you
No.
studied?
No, they
Well,
can't.
so it was
They were
better
not
still.
allowed to
Yeah.
hit students.
Correct. Why that's haram?
That's,
No, by
that
then
was
I think law.
that's law.
That's
yeah.
law. Okay. Here it became law later actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, even parents can't hit kids, right?
They do hit, but I don't know. మనకి ఏం తెలుసు ఇంట్లో ఏం జరుగుతుందో
Correct. But
Did you ever
teachers-
get hit by your dad, mom? Did you get like whacked?
Yeah. In school, my warden has done WWF. Have you watched WWE? Like,
Yeah.
you know how everybody has a finisher move?
Yeah.
Like spine buster.
Yeah.
So I've
You
got,
got-
yeah. We would get beaten a lot.
like our
also?
warden kneeled down and punched him.
You saw that.
Everybody saw it. There was no news channels.
What did you do?
I don't know. Like, capital punishment was a thing at that time. Like, you could hit students.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
My theory is like all these people actually, in the 70s, 80s, there was not much scope for sports in India. So all the people who wanted to become wrestler, boxer,
They tried it on their
kickboxer,
students.
they became teachers.
Yeah. Actually, I
And-
remember when I was in India, I used to get hit a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really bad, man.
Yeah,
I was
అప్పుడు
abused.
అసలు రైట్స్ అంటూ ఒకటి ఉంటుందని తెలియదు కూడా.
correct.
Yeah.
No, but for girls it was still easier. Like
No, mine
they
was
would
horrible.
pinch or something.
My social teacher never liked me. It's like
With a cane she would it?
with the wooden scale. And then I remember there was this time I got the lowest mark in class test. I hate class tests.
In which subject was it?
Social studies.
Okay.
She came and I remember this very well. I was in 4th grade or 5th grade. She made a fan out of a paper, the test paper. She did it like that and then, can I make it?
Yeah,
Because
please.
this is, I
Bring
still
out the
remember,
paper.
it's
Yeah,
traumatizing, dude.
Yeah, you can cut it also later.
It's still,
I know how
I
to make
can
it.
still remember
I also
it.
know I also know how to make it.
Precisely.
I
I
also know how to
hate
make
it.
a fan.
She made
know
it and she pinned it on my head like this in front of my whole class.
It's kind of innovative. I mean, of course, you were at the
It's
receiving end.
innovative, but I was getting whacked in front of my crushes and all.
Oh,
You want to make the fan?
Yeah,
You really
please.
want to relive the
so
trauma?
imagine,
you can
That is
take
your
a pen.
answer sheet, by the way. You have given your best.
I've given my best.
Like
Oh, she made
Harappa-
the fan out of your answer sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
so
some points for creativity.
she distributed everybody else's paper. And she came to me last. She hates me, I'm telling you. There's something this woman had against me.
Ma'am, why ma'am?
Or maybe she knew that I'll be an actor in the future and I'll talk about this.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, subconsciously she wanted.
Hi ma'am.
Yeah.
So she did this. She kept doing this. I didn't understand why she was doing this until I figured out I was the last.
Correct.
I was thinking how she's going to hit with the paper.
Correct. Even I thought she would
Literally
hit.
pain.
Yeah,
like
exactly. I was shocked. I thought I got the first mark and she is rewarding me with something. And
Making
then
a
she
rose for
did
you.
this. She did this. See, I remember it so well, dude. And then she did this. She came to me and she took a hairpin and pinned it on my head. And then she told the
Sorry, I
entire
shouldn't be
class. It's traumatizing. Now it's funny.
Yeah.
She told the entire class that congratulations to this girl. She got the last, of grades in social studies.
Shit.
I complained to my headmistress and she got fired
Oh, shit.
few days after that.
It has a happy ending, so the story.
Yeah, super happy ending. But this was traumatizing.
Correct.
This is one of the reasons why I think I didn't do well
Oh.
in education.
The social studies I also couldn't mug up answers. You know what
Dude, I
is tough for-
loved social
It
studies.
was interesting,
I
mama.
loved it.
But like I couldn't.
History, geography, okay, was boring. History, you didn't like history? No? It's
What
okay.
what was your favorite subject at school?
I liked. What did I like?
No, we'll give you some time to think about that. I'm sorry for interrupting so many times, actually.
That's okay.
What was
What
yours?
was my favorite subject?
No, I was saying, just to go back a little, like rewind. Editor, please do your editing magic here. But what I meant is, like, would you take a punishment like that
Oh, okay.
or a physical beating?
Oh. I'll take that.
Physical.
I would take that.
I'll take
You
that.
take this?
Yeah.
This is
See, people who have been
traumatizing.
beaten
Yeah.
on the streets, you know that Bane dialogue? You hear of the dark, I was born in it. Like, that is the Puttaparthi experience. So, I would take that because I remember in the school that I went to after, people who would fail, they would make them stand on the stage, like the school assembly
Yeah.
stage, with a poster. They would bring it out every month. It said Donkeys of DAV. And they would make them stand like this, and all the kids would be smiling, and they would send that photo home to each of their parents.
Isn't that traumatizing?
But I would gladly take that rather than
Punch.
like a
Really?
like a choke slam or that. Dude, that any day.
I'd rather get hit.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I got hit also.
Correct.
But nothing of that sort happened in Dubai. We always had the privilege to, pull off anything and you wouldn't get abused, hit, nothing.
Correct.
That's why maybe this was like traumatizing for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I saw the other end too, like very, very quickly.
Your first fan experience that was. It's not very pleasant also.
Okay, now I take that my social studies teacher was my fan. Subconsciously knew. Oh, yeah, like that.
Ah.
I wouldn't say so, but Correct. Which, sorry for the interruption and the segue, but what was your favorite subject though?
Nothing. He said.
I don't think so. I don't remember
Like
liking
sports,
anything.
PT, you didn't.
Yeah, probably sports. No, sports also I used to bunk.
Correct.
I don't think I liked going to school.
At all. Like nothing. It was just 8 hours of misery.
No, yeah.
Wow.
I didn't even have. I had good friends until my 10th grade. I had great friends,
Correct.
and then after that, I just never became close to anybody. I was just on my own,
Correct. Okay.
lone wolf
Oh.
Correct.
kind of thing. Yeah,
She-wolf.
she-wolf.
But the internet says that you have played a lot of sports,
Yeah.
right?
I love sports,
We
yeah.
counted some 4-5 of them.
Badminton.
Ah.
Then
Boxing,
boxing.
Racing.
racing, wrestling,
Yeah.
and mind games. No.
I wish.
Yeah, actually these 4. So you have like been a sports person. Like
So
you
after
were-
school, this obsession for sports and all came.
So sports, I was I was always good at sports, starting from 8th grade. After I moved to Dubai, basically. But my obsession for racing started precisely when I was working for Formula One.
Oh.
What?
When I was working for Formula One.
What were you doing for them?
So I was a grid girl for Ducati for MotoGP, and then I got to work with the same company, Philip Morris. Philip Morris, they sell cigarettes, Marlboro.
Yeah. Philip Morris. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I was working with them, we had to host the guests from Philip Morris, and we had a direct view of Formula One from the yacht.
Okay.
Oh.
So that's the first time that I worked with Formula One, and I fell in love with just the noise, the craze. I thought I just want to feel how it would be to just sit in the car and go for a drive, because I always liked sports cars. My first car was a Dodge Challenger, which I still have. It's been 10 years.
Hey, I don't know that. Please Google.
Dodge Challenger? Dodge
I'm
Challenger
poor in
grey.
motorsports or water motors.
Yeah. Grey. There you go.
Oh.
The fourth one precisely. Yeah. That's my car.
Oh, the same color.
Same color. Same car. Same model.
Okay.
So I still have it. My dad is rolling in it now. So every time I go to Dubai, I take this baby out.
Okay. Was it your choice or was it the
Yeah,
choice?
this was my choice. So how I bought this is I started working and I started earning really good money since second year of my college. I just went up to my dad and I told I've signed to buy this car, because I gave the car guys the check. So that was done. My dad just had to come and sign some kind of agreement, something for bank loan, I think. He came, he asked me which car it is. I said it's the cute coupe, like it's a normal car. He said, okay, but I want to see the car. Because I told him I'm confused between this car and it was a Lincoln, I think it was a Lincoln A-Class. Lincoln A-Class, I think. Just show me Lincoln A-Class. Yeah, it's the bottom one, I think. The left 2025. No, it's not this one. What was it? Forgot the car's name. It was A class of some car. It was right next to each other. The showroom was right next to each other. I went to both the showrooms and I saw Dodge Challenger and I'm like, I'm buying this. Because by that time, Fast and Furious came, a lot of car related stuff came, and I'm like, I'm buying Dodge Challenger. That's been in my vision since I was in 8th grade. So my dad came to see the car and he thought it'll be a cute coupe. He saw the car and he was like, there's no way that you're buying this. I'm not letting you buy this. You're a 19-year-old girl who wants to drive a V6 engine.
Correct.
Not happening. I said, please, I beg you, I will not cross 80. When I'm driving, I'll take it very slow. Like, please, I want this badly. So I somehow convinced him. He signed it and I took it out for a spin, and I think my maximum speed was for 222 kilometers. Yeah, I did that. And I took it out for a lot of drag races. I had so much fun with it.
Correct. I feel like 8th standard was like the transformative
Yeah,
year
8th
of your
standard,
life.
yeah.
Because you've already said it like 4 times already, right? 8th standard.
8th
guess
grade.
it's-
Yeah, actually, precisely. My 8th grade was very transformative. Yeah.
The only phobia I have is tachophobia.
Tychophobia.
What is fear of speed?
I have no idea.
Is something like fear of speed?
Yeah.
There is.
Yay.
Tachophobia.
Me. Tachophobia.
But it is the irrational
Tachophobia.
fear. Do you have irrational fear of speed? Like if spinner is bowling, you'll be like, oh my god.
You have tachophobia. I have mechanophilia.
What? What is that?
Oh God, I hope it
Mechano?
doesn't give a bad explanation.
Phobia.
Philia.
Philia. Machines such as bicycles. Oh my god.
Cars,
Involving
precisely.
attraction.
Sexual attraction to machines
Machines
such as bicycles, cars,
car,
helicopters, and airplanes.
Real bicycle also, that Hero Hawk and all this
Only
rock
cars.
rider people.
Only cars.
Okay, alright. Mechanophilia. Oh my god. You know, one phobia I discovered I had from Reddit. It is megalophobia.
Megalophobia.
Yeah. It's like fear of extremely large things. Good images. And it's actually scary. Like,
Oh shit! Then you'll maybe.
see the second one.
I also have
This one.
trypophobia. Phobia wise, I have trypophobia.
Yeah,
And I
trypophobia is
hate-
very scary.
What is
brother.
trypophobia?
Oh, it's very scary, dude.
Play. Just search trypophobia.
Oh
If you
God, I
have
can't even see
megalophobia,
it. I'll
then-
start getting like
Then
rashes
you
if I just
cannot
see
watch
it.
Kalki Mama.
Huh? Oh fuck, trypophobia. This is disgusting. It's like the fear of
No?
What is this? Hey, definition of
Weird, no?
the fear of holes, mama. Many holes at once.
Like even if I see that in you know, sometimes coffee will bubble
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
Even
yeah.
that freaks me out.
Oh shit.
Trypophobia.
Oh, ew. Ooh.
Okay, Mama, remove.
Scary.
Put Ducati over. What is
I
that?
like how there is like a 20-year-old going through people's phobias and quickly searching, imprinting on his impressionable mind. Yeah. Sorry, where were we? I kind of
No,
got-
so you drove in the Dubai circuit.
Not yet. I've driven the Yas Marina circuit. Dubai circuit is also there, but I've not driven in Dubai circuit. But in the Yas Marina F1 circuit, I drove there. And I used to drive in Curry Motor Track in Coimbatore, and in Sri Parambattur, there's a track called Madras Motor Club. MMRT, it's called. Madras Racetrack.
Okay.
I drove there, yeah.
I don't know
So
if
this
you
was
can
my
drive it.
experience. So I
Do
drove
you-
a F4 car.
F4 car.
So, sorry, we are a little clueless about motorsports. So we are just
Really?
trying to nod intelligently.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
about bikes?
Not really.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I've been indifferent somehow, and I've I don't know.
ఆ
it's not
ఏరియా
like-
ఒక్కటికి ఐ డోంట్ నో అబౌట్ ఇంజిన్స్ when you're saying about V6 engine just not చేసిన అంతే I don't know what is V6 engine.
Yeah, you weren't going like, oh wow.
అంటే
I was like,
ఏదో
okay.
see the max I know the biggest knowledge I have about engines is 160cc 250cc is or whatever అట్లున్నాయి కదా that is the maximum knowledge I have about
Yeah.
engines and like driving
Yeah.
అంతే That's
But
a-
don't judge us. We are BCom students.
yeah.
So BCom.
Is that supposed to be?
No, that's about accounts and numbers and all.
Okay.
You ask us balance sheet. That also actually I don't know. But we were not trained like we are not science students.
Okay, understood.
Did you also study science?
I did.
You studied science
Until
MPC.
12th. Until 12th. No, I didn't take science.
You didn't take science. Okay, what?
So what choice do we get in 11th and 12th? Commerce or
Science,
Oh, you're
commerce,
in
arts.
Science?
for us.
Yeah, I chose commerce.
Commerce.
Okay.
I had accounts. I didn't have science.
Okay. Do you remember anything from accounts?
Okay, I remember balance sheet.
Okay, like the term balance sheet.
You have to
I
like
think I
tally
remember.
both sides.
You have to tally both sides.
Yeah.
You all engineers will never understand the joy of studying commerce. It's like it is education, but it's also like
It's fun, isn't it?
is not fun. That is
Okay.
stretching it too much. It's like you're like, hey man,
No, but
education
when
can
you
be fun.
solve a balance sheet, there's a lot of like good.
I have never solved a balance sheet.
I-
Whatever was missing,
You've
I used
never
to put.
solved it.
No, what I would do is sundry expenses I would put. It's right, something got spent, man. I smoked a cigarette here and there. So it was like that. But what I mean to say, it was not intense education, which I was so happy with because till 10th and everything's so intense. Commerce is just like, okay, try to balance
It's
this.
chill.
And yeah, it's very chill.
Yeah.
Physics was very intense.
Yeah, dude.
Physics was insanely
And physics,
intense.
and even when these alphabets they come to maths, no, calculus, Like these snakes and all are there.
Algebra.
Oh my god! Like that is like I get like that. What's that?
Do you
phobia?
remember this cause and sin and all?
Huh?
Cause, sin.
Fuck that.
What is that?
Hey, that was the last threshold for me.
What? You
Trigonometry.
understood cos theta, sin theta,
And now
tan
I don't
theta?
remember the formula, but it was fun.
Fun it was.
Fun.
I think
That
the
was
word
ma-
fun is being used loosely today.
No,
Let
I
me
was
just-
good at maths. No, I was
Oh,
good
you're
at
good at
maths.
math. Yeah.
So,
I hated that logbook shit that suddenly came in 9th or 10th.
which?
Where some...
Yeah,
some-
logbook.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
it's like
Scary.
some Veda Upanishad. Like you have to kind of find... You guys know what I'm talking about? Like logbook?
Log sheet or graph book?
No, not graph book, mama.
Oh, graph was also horrible.
10th standard maths, you don't remember?
Log, I don't remember.
Fuck. But anyway, so I just said I'm never touching mathematics again or
Me too.
science. And at that time, the world would be like, oh, no, I mean, I don't know if your people, I mean, people still go through it, but we were made to feel like you are less intelligent
If
than
you're
all
not
these
good at
science
math.
people.
Yeah.
And now you
true.
look at these science people, all fucking machines, right? Just typing away for a global conglomerate. All that fucking intelligence.
అంటే వాళ్ళదే ఉంటదేమో I don't know.
Anyway, let me not go there, but
That's their
but
obsession.
I'm saying the
maybe.
indignation that you had to go through that, oh, you don't have these
that was
skills,
that was-
so you're a lesser intelligent. Yeah.
No, ఇంట్లో కూడా after 10th, your second or third option is taking CEC or MEC.
Yeah.
You have to first go for MPC,
Yeah.
the BIPC, then MEC and then CEC.
No, you won't
Yeah.
believe it. Until today, I'm talking about until today, I've completed 8 years in the film industry. My dad's mother, my grandmother, she still calls my mom up and she says like, you should have just made, her study engineering. Look at like I'm an actor. I'm happy.
Correct.
I've made a good life.
Correct.
She still says like, oh, she should have become a doctor or engineer. Poor thing. They they don't understand the concept of.
Correct. Yeah.
That's it.
Do you still play any sports now? Like
The last sport that I was playing was badminton,
okay,
but I pulled my hamstring like really bad.
correct.
I hurt it very bad. That past 3 months, I couldn't go to the gym. I cannot even walk very fast.
Okay.
I'm on a rest. Maybe another 1 month, and then I'm looking into playing golf next. I like exploring different stuff.
I have been
here.
very curious about that sport. How is it? Like, do you enjoy
Golf?
it? Yeah.
I played maybe like 10 times. It's very boring, extremely boring. But you get to be all with yourself. It's basically like taking out all your anger. Because, yeah,
Okay.
For
In
one
golf?
shot.
yeah, you get to do like, I think you'll have like 2 big baskets of golf balls and then you just keep hitting it. And yeah, it kind of is very... I think good to reduce your cortisol levels because you're taking your stress out there. That's how any sport is, I think.
Correct. And what about wrestling and boxing? How did that come to be?
That again came from a very bad incident that happened to me when I was 19. Do you guys at least watch football?
A little bit. Let's just say
Hey,
we are.
we are cricket fans. What?
No, but if it's a reference that can be.
Manchester, Chelsea.
Hey, don't be condescending.
Mama. That I know, Mama. I recently know that even Manchester United won, no? After how many years? Or like 5th title?
Mama, let's not. It's okay. I just said trained journalist and all. Let's just go with it. Yeah. Football. Yes. Soccer.
So there was this game that I finished watching at 1 in the night in Dubai, Manchester, Chelsea. Got back home, and when I entered the lift, there was this guy who has been apparently following me for 2 months, who tried to molest me. I escaped and I ran and called the cops immediately, and they were under my building in like 2 minutes. So they immediately caught him as well. So after that incident, so until then, I've just been going to the gym, but not been taking up any sports as such. After that incident, I couldn't step out of the house for a week. So I got severe anxiety anytime I stepped into the lift because I could remember everything that happened. So I decided to solo travel. For the first time, I traveled to Thailand all alone by myself. And I went to this place called Tiger Muay Thai. It's a place in Phuket. Until now, a lot of actors go, a lot of MMA fighters, They go there, UFC fighters. So I trained there for a month how to do boxing, MMA overall. So wrestling, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, everything. And that kind of gave me a lot of confidence. I think when you're physically strong, you also become mentally strong. I thought it's the other way around. You have to be mentally strong to be physically strong. It's not like that. When you're physically strong, you kind of feel like you can do anything alone.
Correct.
So that's the reason I took that up.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah.
sorry.
That's okay.
No, I have one more thing to add after that also. So
Yeah.
after that, she won Miss India UAE.
Right. So the funny part is when I was training for Muay Thai in 2014, I guess, I met this UFC fighter from China, and he was finding it very difficult to speak to me. He could only speak in Mandarin, so we were using WeChat to speak to each other.
Correct.
And he's a UFC fighter, right? So he always had a bodyguard and like people around him. And when we were having a conversation, he asked me, "Why did you come here?" And randomly, I told him that I'm going to compete in Miss India. Random. I didn't think about it. I don't know why I said that. I said, I'm going to compete in Miss India. And then he showed me, he was like, oh, Miss China, like, yeah, she's my friend and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'll be that next year. And I sent my pictures to Miss India competition in India. And I got selected. And they told me that I should be ready for bikini round, which I was not very comfortable with. So I chucked that idea. And I go back to Dubai after a long trek in the Himalayas, again, all by myself. After I go back to Dubai, somehow the universe just made it happen or what, I don't know. My friend just took me to this place for lunch, for breakfast. He told me, can you go to the first floor in JW Marriott in Dubai? So I went to the first floor and they were filling out forms for Miss India UAE. And I just filled out the form. I got selected. And it was a month's process. And I won the competition. And that's how this entire thing started. So
Nice.
everything, it's like
many
everything I
things you've
said
done.
happened.
Correct.
Everything I wanted happened.
Correct.
Type. So I make sure to only think positive thoughts. Because even sometimes when I think something negative, it happens. So I try, yeah. If I feel,
Like
if
you
I
wish
think,
somebody would die and God,
No. I keep imagining, my boyfriend is cheating on me. And then I find out that he's cheating on me with the same person I imagined. So I try to think positive. No, he's a good person. No, it's
నీకు
okay.
సూపర్ పవర్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఏదో లోపల
correct.
Yeah.
నువ్వు
Subconscious. Maybe tapping into that subconscious thing. Yeah.
Just think like by the time this podcast is over and I'm going back home, I stumble upon a bag of cash. I mean, that like 50 lakhs should be there.
No, the silliest things. My life has been miraculous. Like it's been an amazing experience. Even there was this time I used to clean the backyard. It was a huge backyard. I used to clean the backyard with my grandfather. And I used to think like, oh, I'll find a 5 rupee note. And I find a 5 rupee note.
Wow.
It's crazy.
It's kind of scary also.
It's kind of scary. I've imagined everything. I know which car I'll have now, which
Okay.
car I'm gonna have in the future. Everything. Just
Okay.
and it just happens exactly. The same color, same.
Correct.
It's insane.
Nice.
So you must be believing in like manifestation and all of that.
I don't
Power
believe
of-
in manifestation. I believe that it's already there in your subconscious mind.
Okay.
Manifesting is you're wanting it for the future.
Okay.
I feel like subconsciously you already know. Like
Okay.
it's already happened in the future.
Correct.
You're just kind of tapping it in now.
Correct. Since you participated in the Miss India Dubai thing, I have a question because it's a fascinating thing, right? Because you're just suddenly, you're whatever. It's a competition, pageant. I don't know. whatever. Pageant. Sorry. And then everything is going on, and then you have all these rounds. Suddenly they ask you this deep question about the world, like how will you solve global hunger? And you're expecting this like 15, 16-year-old girl to answer all those
Yeah.
questions. It's kind of a little. But anyway, what was your question? Did they ask you about Mother Teresa or?
My question was about, I think, something related to what is that you're looking to do in the future. something like that.
Okay.
And I told them there was a very deep answer, man. I don't know where it came from.
ఏం చెప్పినావు?
I said, I want to travel the world, but with myself, solely connected to myself. Because the connection with yourself is the most important thing. And I spoke something about soul connection. And I got selected. I was wondering, like, I didn't even understand my answer. Because back then I was very spiritually connected with myself. So that came out. And I think they must have understood the vibe that I was giving out. Okay, this girl is trying to say something.
She's not trying to save children or feed the hunger and all. She's like gone
beyond that.
కొంచెం పైకి వెళ్ళింది. Good.
Yeah.
ఏముంటుంది? What will happen in that 1 month? What happens in a pageant?
So you train vigorously to they teach you etiquette, they teach you how to walk, how to sit, how to talk.
How to sit? Like.
Yes, how to sit,
Okay.
how to walk. You train in I think 13-inch heels to walk just for, I remember walking in round like 40 girls and in loop for 2 hours continuously.
Okay.
And I remember I was the only person who used to feel jitters in my cramps, crazy cramps, and I used to exit the walk. And I was the only person who kept exiting again and again and again. So it was very vigorous. How to do makeup, how to style yourself. They gave you a complete makeover.
Correct.
Yeah, a lot of things that I was not. I thought I'm never into fashion and stuff.
Correct.
But I'm still not into fashion. I'm still not into doing heavy makeups and everything. But I have to for work. But that's what they teach you in the pageant.
Okay. All right.
How to be poised, like calm, shanti. Like that.
Correct. And like, did you look up to like people like whatever Aishwarya Rai or
Yes,
Smita Sen?
Aishwarya Rai.
Yeah.
Again, going back to when I was 3 or 4, when Aishwarya Rai won the pageant. I remember this vividly because I was draped in a white sari, 4 years old.
Okay.
I was draped in a white sari. My aunt played dress up with me.
Okay.
And I don't know why, for some reason, she gave me a balloon and she told me to keep it inside my, tummy.
Correct.
She made me look like a pregnant woman when I was 4 years old.
Okay.
I mean,
He was doing
for
her
fun.
fashion designing.
Maybe.
Maybe she was trying to create accessible fashion for. Was trying to go against the
Yeah.
like body positivity at
I
that
remember
time.
this vividly because the news was going on in the channel and my dad was sitting and watching and she was like, go and show this to your dad. I went and showed this to my dad and he yelled at me. He was like, what nonsense is this? And I told him, Aunt made me do this. But I also saw, Aishwarya Rai won Miss Universe at that time. I said one
Miss
day.
World, I think she won
Miss World. Miss
Yeah,
World. I said one day I'll be that.
Yeah. Okay.
So everything just, again, everything fell in place.
Correct.
Hey, it's a superpower. I think it's superpower, Mama. This is not
Yeah.
subconscious or I don't know.
No, it's definitely subconscious only.
No.
Superpower is creating stuff, no?
అట్లనే అనిపిస్తుంది.
I don't know if I'm still...
No, there's human effort also after that, I'm sure. Because I also saw myself as India cricketer and all.
And
No, I didn't. And we are here
yeah.
in Permit Room, yeah. So we have a few questions from your fans
Okay.
that we would like to ask you on their behalf.
Okay. Sure.
Right?
Lokesh Loki.
No, we had to go with
Sitpad.
Sidpad 911.
Okay.
Because he's our very
He's
dear
our old member.
old member.
Okay. Okay.
Right? If you want to ask a question to the guest, please become a member. We have to do this, please. Just
Okay.
ignore for the next 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Please get membership for Permit Room. It's 29 rupees.
Yes.
It's cheaper than 2 cigarettes. It's the same price as Geo Cinema membership.
Oh.
Yeah. So please get it. Anyway, Shripad 911.
Has your best book you read changed from the little book of Height,
Huga.
Huga.
It's pronounced Huga.
Huga, to something else? If yes, why?
I think the best book I've read after Huga is... I've been reading a lot of books lately. Right now I'm reading a book called What They Still Don't Teach You at Harvard. That book is very interesting. because I'm getting into the entrepreneur side of it. And I wanted like a crash course because I never concentrated in school or college. So like a crash course for entrepreneurs. I'm reading this book, and from the first page onwards, it's bang on how to get to your customers. So this book, for people who wants to get into entrepreneurship business, what they still don't teach you in Harvard,
Okay.
the second edition of it.
Correct.
What's the book's name?
What they still don't teach you in Harvard.
So what business are you planning to get into? What entrepreneurship? Do you have any plans? Have you manifested?
Hey,
It's
manifest
already
still.
A showroom
happening.
in-
I think
it's
next
happening.
month I'm going, I'm launching it.
Okay.
First business. Second business will launch in another 6 months, I think.
Okay. Are you in a position to reveal what businesses, what line of industry?
I
you are
would
going?
have actually, I did say it to, I think in the other interview, but I feel like it's better to keep it to yourself, whatever good things you're doing, until it happens. I don't know.
No, that's cool. We respect that. All right.
Yeah, after once it
Launched.
flourishes, then you can come
Yeah,
back
I
and
still
tell.
like, it's better not to talk about anything good that's happening in your life, I feel.
Okay.
Correct. It kind of goes against the philosophy of permit room, where we try to get people to be positive and happy. But sure. All right. We have another question. Me filmography lo very less popular movie Bloody Mary, which I liked most. Can you talk about journey of the movie Read More?
Bloody Mary was a very, very interesting film. We shot it during COVID time. And I had so much fun shooting for Bloody Mary because it was the first film where the complete focus was on me. It's a female-driven film
Correct.
because most of the time, female characters, heroines will get to sit in the caravan. Most of the time. They'll call you for shot probably twice, thrice a day. Fortunately, if you have the entire day of shoot, nothing like it. Most of the time, you just get to chill. But that was the first film where I was occupied from the time of call sheet till the end of call sheet.
Okay.
So it was very interesting for me.
Cool.
Okay.
Then we have Anita Devi asking you.
Have
Have
people, ever confused and thought you're Nivetha?
Nivetha Thomas?
Yes, all the time.
Correct.
All the time. Actually, on stage, they have called me, please, we welcome Nivetha Thomas on stage.
Oh.
Correct.
Suma Gaurav said that. Like, please, it's
Purposely or
Pethuraj.
just
No,
to play?
because it's similar. But there was this time when one journalist called me up and he was like, how are you, madam? And how's your shoot going? I said, yeah, my shoot is going fine. He was like, you're shooting with Vijay Sethupathi, right? I said, yeah, I'm shooting with Vijay Sethupathi. And he was like, how is Darbar shoot coming along with Rajini sir? I said, I don't know. Like, I'm not doing that film. He was like, and why did you say no to Allu Arjun's film as sister? I said, I am doing Allu Arjun's film, but I didn't say no to it. I'm still doing it. After he asked about Darbar, he was like, but the Darbar shoot is happening, right? I said, no, Darbar shoot is not happening. And then he was like, madam, are you Nivetha Thomas? I said, no, I'm Pethuraj. This happens a lot. Journalists call me thinking I'm Nivetha Thomas because maybe they saved my name just as Nivetha and hers is Nivetha.
Correct.
But yeah, we did do a film together called Broche Varevara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
it was
sure
a
she also
beautiful
has-
movie. It was our film of the year in
Yeah,
that
that
year
year.
when it
Yeah,
released.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We loved the movie, like
Yeah.
in and out, and the music and everything about the
Yeah.
movie. Yeah. But it is surprising that I didn't think Nivetha would be that common a name.
Yeah.
Because Nivedita is the commoner name.
Nivetha is not that common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you a story about, let me just digress a little bit.
Yeah.
But our podcast has no structure. Like I said, we are cows in Switzerland. Sun is shining. So I used to really like this girl called Nivedita, who was a senior of ours. And Nivedita, whatever. And so obviously it's a boarding school and boys and girls are separate. But both of us came from Odisha. So we would go in the train together and come. And then you just like, it's young, tender love. And then I study history, I think around 6th standard, where we are taught about Mother Teresa, and she comes and she sets up Nirmal Hriday. And her most famous assistant, like the personal assistant, is called Sister Nivedita.
Oh.
And every time I would read it out, Nivedita, lad. So yeah, Sister Nivedita. But anyway, I never thought Nivedita would be such a common name.
Nivetha is common.
Yeah. Cool. Next question. Upcoming films, we'll just reserve that for later. Because
Okay.
ask it. Oh my God, lots of questions, man. I think this is the most questions we have got for a guest ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Happy.
Okay, Anurag Voleti.
Uh,
Since all of her movies do well in the box office, what has she done from her side to crack the code? How does she choose which movie to accept? How easy or difficult is it for her to say no to a script?
that's 3
Okay.
questions in one.
What has she done from her side to crack the code is, it all depends on the director,
Think.
honestly. Think. No, we don't.
No, you have the power, no.
Oh, no. That answers my second question. His second question. How does she choose which movie to accept? I kind of go with my intuition. Sometimes I feel like, okay, this movie is going to do really well. And it's just intuitive. But once you step into the film, you feel like on the 3rd day or 4th day of shoot, like, oh boy, this is not going well. This might bomb in the box office, which has also happened. But most of the time, it's just the vibe of the story. When you imagine yourself, you can visualize it in the theater.
Correct.
You'll just understand if it's going to work out or not. And most of the time, even if I like a project and I want to do it, somehow it just ends up not being in my plate. Which I feel like, again, it's for a good reason. So, yeah. How easy or difficult is it for her to say no to a script? I think that's the most difficult, because when you like a script and when you have to say no to it because you can't do it for any reason. As of now, I'm not taking up any films because I'm focusing on business. It's very, very difficult to say no because the scripts are wonderful. The people to work with are amazing. But sometimes, it's very hard because when they insist, like, no, it'll be better if you do it. It's very difficult because you're scared if that'll jeopardize your relationship with them for the future. But again, you just have to be confident and move on. If it happens, happens.
No, but how is it when you know it's a terrible script and you have to say no and kind of wriggle out of the situation? How does one say no?
I always listen to the entire script and then I'll tell them, give me a day or two. And then I think about it and say no. If it's a script that I love, I say okay immediately. But there was this one script that I said no to within the first 10 minutes of narration. That was the only time I ever stopped the narration because cutting back to my 19-year-old story, in the lift, the narration was kind of similar to that.
Okay.
So it gave me a very bad anxiety. I said, like, no. I said, I'm sorry. With all due respect, I cannot even listen to the narration. I started getting panic attack. I said, sorry, I definitely won't be able to shoot this.
Okay.
That's the only time I stopped, yeah.
Correct. Now we have SH423. Not
Interesting.
yeah.
The first 3 words are very interesting.
Correct. Big paycheck.
Yeah.
Big paycheck being a second heroine in like quotes or a decent character in films like Broche. What would you love to do at this phase of your career?
At this phase of my career, definitely something like Broche because I can earn money through my business.
Correct.
So money is not important. Money was never important. But sometimes it's very tempting when they give you a big paycheck.
Correct. Next, we have a question that all Indian kids have to unfortunately be
Oh,
subjected
God.
to. But we can cut this out. Editor, Dheeraj is our editor, by the way. Have you met him? Dheeraj will cut out
Hi,
anything that you want. Anytime you're talking, you're like, oh shit, just say Dheeraj, cut this out. He'll cut it out. All right. But this is the question, you can't avoid it. You might have studied in Dubai, but in India, we ask these questions. It's part of our culture.
Yeah.
What is your score in 10th and inter boards? Were you a good student?
What's interboards? 12th.
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 10th I got 76 percentage and 12th I got 73 percentage.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
Not
Good
bad.
only, nice.
Yeah.
Average.
These people are called average people.
Average people.
From
70s.
60 to-
I don't know why that's average though, because they're way above average if you like go mathematically. Because I'm also in the same range. 77, 73 I got.
Yeah.
10th and 12th, yeah.
Even I got 77 in
Correct.
10th. Correct.
I got
And we are
71.
always like average. I mean, how the fuck is that average, man? Like average will
Below
be-
80 is average.
Why? That is anyway.
Yeah, for school terms.
Correct.
School
yeah.
terms.
You should
Yeah.
call us, that's like silver jubilee guys.
Above average.
Above
average.
Above average.
So were you a good student? I think the second part of the question.
I was
And she got TC, so
good student.
that's your answer. Starting only. Like, hit
I was
with the
not a
share.
good student because I dropped out of college and then my father had to force me back into college again to finish it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never liked going to school or college.
Correct. Why? What was it? Was it like the authoritative nature of the place that you have
No,
to
not
follow?
at all.
Then?
In fact, when I was in college, second year itself, I started working and I started making a lot of money
Mm-hmm.
that I wanted to focus on work more than studies because I was not getting anything out of studies.
Correct.
I started reading book of Lee Iacocca and a lot of commerce related books, which they were teaching in college much later.
Correct.
So I'm like, I have all this knowledge. Why should I sit here and listen to it? It was just my ignorance. So I dropped out of college in my second year, and my dad came and asked me. So almost a year I skipped college, right? Sorry, in my third year I dropped out. Dad came and asked me, why aren't my checks going through? I said, it's because I have a full scholarship now. So they said no to your checks. I'll just study for free. I'll complete third year and I'll let you know. So somehow he got a call from my dean, and he was like, your daughter is not coming to college. And he was like, what have you been doing? And I showed him all the checks of what I've been earning. So at that time I started earning more than my dad. I gave him back the money that he paid for my college, literally for all 3 years. I said, please don't force me, I'm dropping out of college. He's like, you know how Indian parents are? God, I was grounded, and he was like, you have to go back to college and finish it off. So I went back to college and finished it just for him. I don't even know where this degree certificate is. I didn't go for graduation.
Convocation.
Graduation, nothing. I just wrote it, I finished it. I'm like, I passed, it's for you. Now I'm off to be
Correct.
on my own.
Correct.
Nice.
Well, there you have your answer, Anita. All right. Next question is
Vikatakavi.
Vikatakavi 26.
26.
Please ask, how does she approach a scene before shoot? How does she manage acting in different languages? How can an upcoming writer or director approach her for a role? Who is
Swecha.
Hey, this is
Interesting.
Inside question. I don't know what.
All
I'm
right.
also waiting for who's Swecha. Okay, we'll go one by one.
How does she approach a scene before shoot? It depends on which scene I'm shooting. If it is something very intense, in the beginning of my career, I was told to do method acting and use my personal experience to bring out the emotions. But I realized bringing out your own personal situations will drain you out in no time. And there's no way that you can you can't cry for more than like 1 or 2 takes. So I stopped doing that because, again, it is very, very difficult to come back to reality when you're doing method acting. Because especially when I was shooting for Chitralari's character is she's kind of moody all the time. And I applied my real life into that character because that's what the director wanted me to do. And it was very difficult for me to get out of that character for a very, very, very long time. So I stopped doing that. So I just go with the flow. Just what the director is wanting. I just tap into director's mindset and just do that. Just that. And it always works.
How does she manage acting in different languages?
Hindi was very difficult for me. I used to sweat in AC sets because I don't know Hindi at all.
Okay.
And Hindi was very, very, very tough for me.
Correct.
But Telugu, I'm used to it now. It's like my mother tongue. It's become very, very easy, especially for me to say the dialogues. Tamil was also pretty easy for me. Malayalam is something that I won't be able to crack at all. Malayalam language is like
Difficult.
some other level of difficulty.
Correct.
Yeah. How can an upcoming writer or director approach her for a role? Through managers, I guess.
Correct.
Through managers mostly, yeah.
Who is Swecha now?
There are 2 Swechas. One is Mental Madalo Swecha and one is Chitralari Swecha. Both the characters are called Swecha. Both are very close to me, especially Mental Madalo Swecha. She's very close to me. Yeah.
Correct. You know, both of us are fans of Vivek Atreya.
Oh, he's cool, man.
So if you have a good time at this podcast, can you send him a word? Because I've heard that he's an introvert and he doesn't like meeting people and all of that. Is that true? I don't know.
Not really, but he has a very close knit of
Correct.
friend circle, I think.
Correct.
Yeah.
But can you please put in a good word that
Yeah.
he
Of
should come
course.
here and
Yeah, I'll tell him.
yeah. Only if you enjoy till the end though. Don't make any commitments now. The end, if you're like, oh fuck these guys, so you don't.
No,
have
no,
to.
I'm enjoying it.
All right, Vidun. Since you're into racing and I assume you love cars, which type of a car do you prefer? The traditional manual transmission cars or the automatic EVs?
Oh.
For someone who loves driving, do electric cars provide the same joy?
Well, firstly, traditional manual transmission cars or the automatic EVs. Well, that's completely different. Automatic electric vehicles, let's just go with automatic versus traditional. For some reason, I find it very difficult to drive manual car on road compared to racetracks.
Okay.
Racetracks, you're wearing your helmet, you're like all in that congested place. But somehow you just know where your gear is. I don't even have to look into it. But when I'm driving on road, I find it very difficult to do manual. It freaks me out. But EV, I don't have an opinion on EV, electric vehicle.
Okay. All right.
Someone
Second
who loves
question.
driving. Do electric cars provide the same joy?
I don't think so. Because I like that noise. I like sound.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
burning some fossil fuels.
Exactly.
All right. Have you ever felt embarrassed when someone? Hey, do we need to ask this question? It's okay. We can skip this
I
question.
don't look up behaves foolishly on TV or any other platform. Look up to
I'll read it
behaves
out.
foolishly on TV or any other platform.
Okay.
Have you ever felt embarrassed when someone you admire or look up to behaves foolishly on TV or any other platform?
I think I was shocked with Will Smith's incident.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of
He
shook a
slapped-
lot of us, no?
Thank you for
The
bringing that
slap,
up.
the slap.
Thank you for bringing it up. As a comedian, I feel like that is the worst thing you can do. And you know,
Yeah.
after that, they gave him a standing fucking ovation, all of those people.
For Will
All-
Smith.
Yeah, when he won the best actor for that role, all of those Oscar people stood up and clapped for him. You know. But I
Because
have
no, do you think that was a right thing to do? for
not
him?
at all. It was a harmless joke, dude. Do you know of the incident?
No, I've
He was
heard
making
about
fun
the
of his-
slap.
he was
His
with his wife, no?
Yeah, but he didn't
Wife.
say anything offensive, dude. So he gave a reference of another movie, right? And she has alopecia, which is this thing of. But he didn't address that at all in any way. This guy goes and he slaps him, and you would think that, dude, what the hell, right?
Yeah.
But then people gave him a standing ovation, and yeah, that is the worst thing. And that day I decided I'm not going to give that guy one more rupee also. Now his Bad
Yeah.
Boys movie came. Fuck that shit. I'm not going to go watch it or review it or do anything.
I
with that.
kind of lost it for him. I used to love Will Smith.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do stuff like that, dude. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just a joke.
Yeah.
And that encourages all these people to be violent on social media because you feel you are entitled to it, right? If Will Smith can do it, why can't
Everybody
I do it to a
can
local?
do it. Absolutely.
No,
Yeah.
thanks for bringing that up, dude. It fucking pisses me off just to think about it, man.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, cool. Well, Vidun, I'm sorry I answered. Man answered the question in our place. I'm so sorry.
Rahul, next
Rahul.
question. Hi, Nivetha. Happy to meet you.
Happy to meet you too.
I should say.
One of my
One of my favorite movies of yours is Orunal Kutu. Kutu?
Kutu. Yeah. Orunal
And
Kutu.
Mental Madilo. Nice character and nice script. Will you be choosing more scripts like this?
Sure. If it comes to me.
When is your next movie gonna release?
Release tonight.
It released.
Released.
Series. It's a series.
Series.
Is Das Ka Damki
Please
part
go
two?
watch. Yeah, you can. Now is a subtle time to
Yeah.
plug it. Editor, just cut out and make me look subtle, okay?
When is your next movie gonna release? It's already released. It's in the platform Z5 called Paruvu. Please do watch it and
Yes.
let me know.
And since Paruvu plugin came, I also will tell that I'm proud to say that
Siddharth,
Siddharth and Rajshekhar are my
you're close.
living
Buddies.
legends.
Yeah.
Living legends.
They're cool to work with.
Yeah.
Wonderful to work with. I love Siddharth.
Yeah. I'm actually like on a personal note also. Can I take a minute, please? On a personal note also, I feel really happy for these two people because we three had like started off Workspace together. Then after that, I kind of moved out into acting, and then I have to take over my business use called
Okay.
Pothunde, like Karimnagar ki.
Okay.
Then we kind of parted ways.
Okay.
And he was very persistent on pursuing writing.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that it came out and
Yeah.
we are here.
Actually, any actor would be very lucky to have someone like Siddharth as their director because I've done a lot of projects but I've never felt this comfortable getting into a character that is this weirdly wired. Like she's very weird, but I didn't even feel the effort. So remember, I was telling you about the other character where I was feeling depressed even after that. This character is a very, very gray shade character. He got me into it and got me out of it even without me realizing, without me going through any kind of nuances. I was just drained out physically because of what it demanded. But otherwise, it was very easy for me. And when I watched the complete 8 episodes, I was actually shocked because I don't know how he got it out of me. So he's brilliant that way then. That's the biggest quality for a director, to bring out the exact taste the character needs.
Nice.
Well done, Siddharth.
Yeah, well done, Siddharth.
Cool. Is Das Ka Dhamki Part 2 coming?
No.
All right. What is your favorite food?
They're asking. Like when we put out a note 24 hours back, they asked this question. So 19 hours back.
All right. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is, I love food so much. So much. I like kottu paratha from Tamil Nadu. Have you guys tried kottu paratha?
Kottu.
Kottu paratha you haven't tried?
Smash that. They'll smash it like
Yeah.
this. With beef curry.
No, with chicken. Egg kottu.
Egg kottu.
Egg kottu paratha. Yeah.
Oh, I think here they call it kottu paratha.
Like beaten.
There is one here in Hyderabad. It's apparently very famous, called Madurai kottu paratha or something.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, it's like again like fried and made like.
It's not fried exactly, but parota. They kind of mix it up with egg,
Then smash
chicken,
it into
gravy.
pieces and.
Correct.
So that's my most favorite food. Otherwise, I like all food, but egg kottu paratha is my favorite.
Top of the list. Top
of
tier.
the list, yeah. Kottu paratha.
All right.
Next.
Oh
It's
wow!
like a letter.
Letter, yeah. Hi Nivetha, big fan of you. I have a few questions. Wish you answer all of them.
Okay, I will.
So it's just a wish. If you don't answer any of them, you're free not to. Oh, Vamshi 1616 is a nice guy. All right, here we go. You said you stopped watching football after SAF era.
Yeah.
Did you completely stop watching, or do you still catch up on it nowadays? And speak a little about your football fan phase.
SAF is
What is SAF?
Sir Alex Ferguson. You guys might not.
So it was a Man U thing, correct? We were
Yeah.
trying to figure out what. We thought, is it like South Asia
and
football?
none of the Manchester United fans will call it Man U.
All right, I'm not a Manchester United. Well, what is the correct term? I'll call it from now.
United fans.
United. Oh my
fans.
God.
Well,
They're
what are they
United.
called? Like risers? Like we
Man
are called
United,
risers.
Red Devils.
Red Devils.
Yeah, Red Devils. So Sir Alex Ferguson was one of the main reasons why I used to watch Manchester United play,
Correct.
and I was a huge fan of them. If you would have watched David Beckham's
Documentary.
recent documentary,
Yeah, yeah.
You had mentioned
you'll see Sir Alex Ferguson in that
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot. He was his mentor.
Also threw a shoe at him.
Huh?
Also threw a shoe at him.
Yeah.
Yes, tough love. Yeah.
Tough love, yeah. So he was really good at managing the team. I feel like after he left, the team became not very good at what they were doing.
Okay.
We kept losing a lot. And I used to play football a lot before.
Yeah?
Back then, yeah. I was in a team called Phoenix, Rising Phoenix.
Correct.
I think 14, 15 I played. That's about it, yeah.
And speak a little about your football fan phase. Okay, you've already said that. You don't follow.
Yeah, I just used to love Manchester United.
Correct.
Watch them play. I loved it, especially United and Chelsea games. I loved it a lot. But after Alex Ferguson left, I completely stopped watching football.
Correct.
Do you believe in zodiacs? And you are a Sagittarius. If I'm not wrong. Do you relate to the conventional Sag traits?
I do relate to a lot of Saggy traits.
What are Sagittarius? Can we quickly look up? Since I'm not very.
Okay, no, let me see.
I
as
feel
well.
like I'm not aware of anything that is being discussed today.
Sagittarius traits.
Faithful, intelligent, forceful, and sympathetic.
Sure.
Are those the traits?
They're one of a kind, gifted.
Okay.
Oh.
And wise,
Wise
beyond,
beyond
their
the
years.
years.
Because of the mix of independence, knowledge, and sensitivity, They
They're
are very
wonderful,
wonderful,
loving
loving
character
character trait. Okay.
I'll take it all.
All right.
Yeah.
So you are all of those sensitive?
I am very sensitive.
Okay.
I'm very, very sensitive.
Okay. And
Once I'm in it, I'm completely faithful. And once I'm out of it, I don't even have the trait of remembering it.
correct.
Question? What is that?
Be
So, yeah.
related to the convention. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But should we check for others? Because I don't believe
What are
in-
you? What are you?
I'm Libra. I know
You
my
believe
traits.
what are Libra traits? Let's
I connect to that.
Really?
Proper,
Dude,
yeah.
whatever comes, you'll connect. Now tell me what are the traits first.
I am very loving.
Okay, then
Then I'm
Kind,
very
you'll say?
indecisive.
indecisive.
I'm
Okay.
very indecisive. Then చెప్తాను చూస్తే fair minded.
Now you'll say everything.
Indecisive. I told indecisive.
Oh my God.
shit.
Adaptable. Don't you tell me if I'm not adaptable.
Mama, sorry for
Mama, I'm
questioning
water in
your
the cup,
zodiac
Mama.
sign. Oh, balanced. You're balanced.
Artistic.
Libra is balanced.
Correct. Diplomatic. Diplomatic. You're
Diplomatic at times. I'm like maturing.
fair-minded.
Fair-minded. Fair-minded.
Artistic, indecisive, adaptable, intellectual.
Intellectual?
Okay.
No, I'm doubtful.
Yeah. All right. Cool, man. You know why I don't believe in like zodiac? Probably one of the reasons among many is that I got a shit zodiac sign. Dude.
What is it?
No, Aries is good.
Aries is always like, oh, these guys are overconfident and all. Like they make it seem like such a bad thing.
No.
Highly competitive. Yeah.
Unafraid of conflict. See?
Oh, that's
Highly
so
competitive.
you.
It's like nothing positive they wrote about us. Honest.
They have high energy and competitive and ambitious. Oh.
It is a driven by desire to prove themselves and their strength. They have high energy and competitive ambitions. Okay. Anyway, I don't. What is Aries' weakness? See, their trait is, it will say. Somewhat headstrong.
Oh my God.
Their desire to lead and get things done fast and quickly can cause them to take charge and be a bit impatient. Neptune explains. I don't know who the fuck Neptune is. Aries can also be a bit naive in an act before you think type of way. So yeah, I don't know.
Is that you?
See, that's.
I mean, see, once you put it like this, I was also artistic, man. If you open Santhosh's traits, I am
Yeah.
that also. I'm indecisive.
No,
when
artists
I,
are from all. What is it? Zodiac signs.
correct.
Yeah.
As an artist, you'll have some traits. No? Artists can be irrespective of any.
Correct. Yeah. Cool. Let's get back to the question. We continue with Vamshi 1616's long list of questions. Hey, please charge 249 rupees from this guy. All right.
How is it working with Pooja Hegde? I learned you both got together in ASVR itself, but it didn't happen, correct? I wish you both work again in a film that is centered around you both. It was wonderful working with Pooja Hegde. I got to interact with her very little, but she seems like a very, very nice person to work with. Yeah, hopefully in the next film I'll get to know her better.
Correct.
Speak about your obsession with cars, motor cars, F1. Well, what do you suggest someone who's obsessed with the same but not sure where to start being indulged into? It depends on what obsession you have. Please don't start with Drive to Survive. That's one thing I can say. Just watch the races as it is. And obsession with cars explains my mechanophilia. I love cars a lot. Formula One, Lewis Hamilton fan, always. So start with being a Lewis Hamilton fan. Yeah, I would start with that.
Correct.
Not a Max Verstappen fan.
Okay.
We're going to get a lot of hate comments from Max fans.
No. All the hatred is reserved for the two of us in our comments. So yeah.
Okay.
Max Verstappen ain't getting anything. All right.
Do you check
Twitter
Twitter and
and
the
the
validation you get from this platform? How does it make you feel and is it overwhelming? And what's your perspective on online validation to a celebrity? It's actually a very bad thing. I used to love checking Twitter and my comments in the first couple of years of being in the film industry. And I remember when I started getting negative comments, there was this friend of mine who's also a director. He told me, don't take anything to heart, be it good or be it bad. Because the same person who speaks good about you today can speak bad about you tomorrow. So don't take anything to heart. So I stopped checking it, but I would say it still affects me. If somebody speaks something good, like just now Sid sent me like a review that has spoken really good about my performance in Paruvu. So that feels good. But then I read it and I'm like, oh, okay, that's it. I keep it aside. If it is something negative, it does hurt me a little. But again, I get to think, if we go into that profile, it'll be a fake profile for sure. There's nobody who is in their right mind would actually spread hate, spread negativity or hatred. So I just move on, just like that.
Correct.
Validation is important. Unfortunately, I think validation is very important for a lot of us, in relationships, in career. At least your friends and family have to say like, oh, you're going on the right track. It's very, very difficult without validation. But I'm learning to go about it without validation in anything. It's very difficult, man. You need validation. You need that 4 people in your life.
I also heard from Sid that you're a very good relationship advisor.
Me.
Therapist.
Me.
Yeah.
Sid said that. Actually, he is good at giving advice. I'm very bad at it.
He told me.
I'm really bad at it. I'm really bad at giving advice. Yeah, probably I'm good at giving advice to others. Not for
others
me.
only,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Not for myself though. I need advice from others.
Cool.
That is,
Thank
big
you.
question. One more. Anita, hey, how many questions Anita they is asking?
I'm telling you, Vijit, your 29 rupees scheme is being exploited. It's like when Jio introduced new free calling and everybody would just...
Oh yeah.
Cool. No,
What is the
but
first
no offense, Anita, please feel free to
What
ask
is the
as many
first
questions.
thing? Okay. What is the first thing you do to research and approach a role?
If it is something very physically demanding, there was this one film of mine which wanted me to do complete split. So I started training for it, and they wanted me to get 6-pack, short hair, like completely short hair, that boy cut. I told them, please, let's go for a wig because I will be doing other films simultaneously. But the director insisted, I want you to go short. And unfortunately, the film didn't work out. But I visualize everything first. And then I work reverse engineering from that. I see myself on screen, visualize myself on screen. This is how I want to work. This is how I want to look. If this is how she should look, then what she should be doing from the beginning. And I start reverse engineering.
Okay.
That's what I do for most of it, yeah.
Okay. And what experience do you have in developing accents for specific roles?
Thankfully, I don't have to dub. We have options. We have dubbing artists. So thankfully, I didn't have to go through such things. But I heard it's very difficult. Like recently, I was watching a interview of Rashmika Mandana, where she's saying like Pushpa 2, that was the most difficult accent. What? Riles? No.
Rayalaseema.
Rayalaseema.
Chittoor accent.
Chittoor accent, no? Kind of like mixture of Tamil
and
Telugu.
Rayalaseema accent.
Very difficult. So yeah.
Cool.
అయిపోయినాయా?
That's it. That was questions. If you also
you.
want to ask questions, please.
Subscribe for 29 rupees only.
Yep. Thank you so much. All right. So now that we have gotten over, we've gotten past the questions.
The questions.
We generally like to ask our guests like thought experiment questions. Right. So here is my first question.
Okay.
Since all three of us have major disagreements with how education system worked when we were students,
Sure.
if you were to create, suppose you are a billionaire, trillionaire, right? Like how Dhirubhai Ambani created Dhirubhai Ambani School, whatever, his son or daughter, whatever, created the school. If you were to create like a great school, like everything from concept to curriculum to academic planning was in your hands, what would be the ideal school that should be created? Do you think we can create one like that?
Yeah. Let's make a university. Permit room university.
Permit room school, let's just say primary school for
sure.
now. I believe after lunch, they should not be taught anything.
No, name also should be thought out. Permit room school of education.
Yeah. Permit room primary school, let's say.
Primary school.
Permit.
Primary and secondary
Sure.
school.
Okay.
Permit room public school.
Or permit room high school.
Permit room high school. That sounds nice. Yeah. So, what would be your changes to the education system that you would have in permit room high school?
You go first.
Okay. So I will have a lot of rooms like this. One room for podcast, one room for short film making, one room for races, racing, the stimulation room, one room for aviation, different activities that they can do. And also a room for entrepreneurs if they just want to like create something on their own and sell it. So it'll just be activities. Like you can go to any room you want. You can do whatever you want. You
There's
go-
no curriculum.
no curriculum.
Okay. But are there even fixed classes or we are just completely
Just random. You go to any room you want. You spend as much time as you want.
correct?
So you figure out what you actually like in life.
Correct.
And once you find your passion, everything falls in place,
Okay.
I believe. So once you feel like I like going into the aviation room, you'll keep repeatedly go back to the aviation room. And you can take that up as your
Correct.
career. And then if you want to change it, change it.
Very
Be free
posh
to do
school,
anything.
clearly. It's a very posh school.
Yeah, trillionaire, no?
Trillionaire, correct.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Correct, yeah. What would you have in your school?
I'll have one room only to maybe just chill.
Chill. Oh, yeah.
just to
that's
chill.
yeah. It's the chill room in
Chill
school.
room, yeah.
And I always wanted sleeping room.
Correct.
Oh, this is
I
this
always
is important,
wanted
I think we
that.
can combine the chill room and the sleeping room
Yeah.
as just a space. And you know how in punishments they say kneel down outside the class?
Yeah.
They'll be like, yo, go to the chill room.
Yeah, chill for some time
Chill
and
for
get
some
back to the
time, yo,
class.
you're angry. Because
Or
kids
sleepy.
get sugar high and all, right?
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
just
correct,
running
correct.
about. So you're like, yo, just
Chill.
go chill.
Punishment,
And then-
yeah.
Correct, yeah, that's
that's
Then we should have like
cruel.
some 2-3 because everyone will be like getting punishment.
correct.
Yeah,
you go
why not?
there,
Go chill
yeah.
and get back.
Go chill and get back.
Yeah.
But the chill room should be away from the automotive room because noise and all. They can't they'll keep them at different ends. Yeah. And exams, what do you think? Exams, should there be exams? How do you grade?
No,
I
man,
think
no
exams,
exams.
exams should be there like quarter, half yearly.
Really?
Hey, there is some
No,
fun.
but how do you know if somebody's progressing? Okay, suppose you chose
We have
whatever,
to-
pottery
See,
or
because, like, we
whatever.
have made a university with trillion. People have to progress.
Yeah.
Total రావాలి కదా.
Okay.
So-
For them to graduate.
Graduation.
Okay.
Else like they'll chill for lifetime here only.
Correct, yeah. Correct. And co-ed or like non-co-ed?
No, but
Co-ed, please.
yeah, really,
Yeah.
Go
Co-ed is very important.
Co-ed.
That's
Correct.
by default it is.
Correct. Where they don't guilt you into liking somebody
Yeah.
Exactly.
from, you know,
Yeah.
whatever gender it is.
Yeah.
You should be okay. Actually, you should be encouraged so that when you go into the world, you know how to approach somebody.
Correct.
You know the kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
fucking social skills they never give us.
Yeah, yeah.
That should be allowed. There
Yeah.
should be a teacher.
Absolutely.
Like, you know how in Karan Johar movies, there's always a teacher's like, hey kids, fall in love. Yo. That kind of, there should be that kind of a teacher, I
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you can take up the role of relationship advisor.
In
I'll be-
school.
No, she'll be automotives. No, she'll be in.
No, 2-3.
You can take actually.
I'll
Yeah.
be a therapist also.
Therapist also.
Therapist.
Yeah.
Correct.
We should definitely have therapy in school.
Yeah, that also.
Therapy in school.
Correct.
We
I
know
can be a
talk to
good
therapist.
breakup teacher.
Really?
I'll make him feel good about breakup. Like
Yeah.
all my friends, I make them feel good about their breakup.
Correct.
Munnagani routine random shit.
Correct.
But I'm adokati. I think.
Correct.
I
So if
can
there is a love teacher, there has to be a breakup teacher because kids have to know that it is
Yeah.
part of life, you know?
Exactly.
Correct. Yeah. And sports, where would sports figure in the
sports. We should
Everything.
have like equal good space. Like exactly more than half. Or exactly double the size of what
Hey,
we have
trillionaire, dude, it can be 5 times.
It can be anything.
Yeah.
for all kinds of sports.
Yeah.
Correct.
All kinds of sports and
Everything. Cricket, football, everything.
We
Yeah.
should have a racetrack also.
We should have a racetrack.
We can have
around it.
go-karts. Like we did not give like racing
No, forget
cars.
go-karts. Racetrack.
Racetrack.
Yeah.
Formula 1 licensed racetrack.
But high school.
Around the school.
Around the school.
Correct. Yeah, it's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is getting built. Correct. Yeah.
Racetrack.
And then, but here's the other question. Now, you built all of this and clearly a trillionaire, right? So, the trillionaire is not dependent on fees or,
Yeah.
you know. So, how do you select who gets into the school? Because if you are still playing the privilege game, then it's no different from any posh school in the world. So, how do you select what students come and study in there? Like, what is the process for Permit Room High School?
Wow.
Hey, we3 should interview them.
Yeah,
We should
exactly.
take their motives. Like, what do you want to come? Hey, I want to come for chilling one day. Get out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's so
yeah.
wrong in
Hey,
chilling?
no,
Again, you are being traditionalist,
no,
mama.
no, he should have like కొంచెం motive ఉండాలి కదా మా లైఫ్ లో.
Correct.
Whatever. అదే ఇది చేద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నా. Also ఇది అంటే how much is that person? Even if it's like 35% I want to like do, 75% I want to chill or 65% I want to chill.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, fine. But
Any kid that has attitude is out of here.
Huh.
No attitude.
No, should be welcomed, I'm saying. I feel
so
like
we should welcome every kind.
everybody, see, you all got kicked out. Now you're judging and kicking out other people.
Okay,
Mama.
let's
It's a
not
cycle
judge.
of life.
Let's not-
So
let's not
you
judge.
are
Let's not be
only
those,
allowed.
so-
Yeah, you're only allowed if you got kicked out of your school.
Yeah.
That's how you qualify.
That should be the
Oh,
qualification.
that is good.
Hey,
You know?
okay, fine. So
Rec-
Yeah.
Havoc
Or
over
you
there.
drop out, you still want to continue? Come in.
Oh,
Correct.
yeah.
So when people
So
say,
You hate school? Come in.
Wow,
Yeah.
I got.
You hate your social teacher? Come in.
hey, let's not get personal. Huh? Social teachers are generally nice.
No, I got a, like, for all this, like, one standard mark. ఏం చేయాలంటే టు ఎంటర్ ది పర్మిట్ రూమ్ యూనివర్సిటీ ప్రిమైసెస్ యూ షుడ్ ఫస్ట్ ప్రొవైడ్ యువర్ టీసీ సర్టిఫికేట్.
Correct.
నీకు అక్కడ ఇచ్చిన టీసీ
Yeah.
సర్టిఫికేట్ ఇస్ యువర్
Entry
to
permit room.
దిస్.
That black mark.
Whatever, how many other black stars you've got, show that and
Yeah.
only then enter.
Yeah.
Correct.
That will be a good.
Amazing. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
That should be a school. If any trillionaires are listening to this podcast,
Yeah, please.
please
Take our advice
There's
and
like
go
3 of
bankrupt.
them in the world, I
Yeah,
think.
I'll come
but-
back next life and join.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Here is the next. What did you think of the experimental?
Question?
Yeah.
Fun?
Fun. Okay. Cool. All right. Santosh, your next question.
My next question, no, I was curious about one point that Sid told me about Nivetha. And I want to know what it is about. So, okay. He said, like, whenever you guys catch up, you guys talk about some metaphysical things.
Metaphysical
Because,
stuff.
like, I like to go out to the
Like
space.
quantum physics.
I don't know.
Okay.
You keep telling all this stuff, okay?
Okay.
It's like some out of body experience or
Oh, yeah, okay.
matter. Because, like, I keep imagining myself going to our Reddit, our space, and checking out, array, is there
Reddit space.
no, our space, there
Okay.
is one thread on Reddit where I'm just trying, my only curiosity is, like, is there any other
Life on Earth.
life
outside Earth.
outside
Okay.
Earth?
What do you think? Is there or?
I think so అని my ఉండొచ్చు కదా.
Yeah.
It's
మనకి ఇక్కడ
100% there.
AI తోటి ఇంత చేస్తున్నప్పుడు అక్కడెక్కడో
It's there. It's there for sure.
ఉంటుందేమో. దే లుకింగ్ డిఫరెంట్ ఫ్రమ్ అస్.
Correct.
వాళ్ళ కెమెరాస్ ఇవన్నీ ఉండకపోవచ్చు, బట్ సంథింగ్ ఎల్స్ ఏదో ఉంటుందని ఐ థింక్. బట్ ఏమో ఉంటాయో లేవో. సో దట్స్ మై ఇంట్రెస్ట్. బట్ వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ మెటాఫిజికల్ థింగ్ అనేది ఐ వాంట్ టు.
So there was this star that I traveled to called Bennett Nash, and I imagined how the star would be, and I had a very beautiful experience, which is very difficult to explain. But after I came out of the astral projection, and I just randomly Googled what Bennett Nash star is all about, and exactly what I visualized was there in the description. So maybe it is also possible to travel to outer space, but I wouldn't say people would look like us.
Correct.
According to my experience, they would sometimes be formless, sometimes they'd just like be jellies.
Correct.
That's what I saw.
So on behalf of most Indians, can I have a request? Can I make a request? So how about we close your eyes, right? We all do, right? And then imagine Australia is playing in the final, right? And India wins. Like it's a thriller, and India brutally wins. And Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma and Hardik Pandya are hugging each other and the trophy. And all 1.4 billion Indians are happy finally. Can you manifest that for us, please?
Until USA comes in. There is your plot twist.
And here is something else. Do you have any? Am I interrupting?
No.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting so much, but I'm Aries, so fuck
You're
that.
not
Okay, so
You're not interrupting.
okay, cool. So you are clearly multi-talented, right? Like you,
Thank you. If you
I
say
mean,
so.
you're a sports person and an actor, and
Passionate.
yeah, upcoming businesswoman, business person.
Entrepreneur.
Is there any useless talent that you have? Like some talents are
Oh,
useful.
God.
Any useless, like that doesn't make any money for society, doesn't make the world a better place?
Useless talent.
Yeah.
Many of those. There's this one interview that I told I can make bubble out of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can blow a really big bubble, like up to that level,
like soap
just with
bubble?
my
How?
soap. Yeah, just with my hand.
Okay.
I can let it go also.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, huge bubbles.
damn.
No,
Correct.
cool. No,
It's cool though.
it's really cool.
Wow. Do you have any? No. Correct. I can make crow sound.
Really?
Yeah. I'll have to
Make
just-
it. That's
How's
not
that?
useless.
I mean, nobody will give me money for that. Like your
Yeah.
soap bubble thing, right? It's just.
True.
It's
You
just.
should go on for dubbing. Background noises.
Let's not go there.
Yeah.
I have a
Please do.
history with dubbing.
Oh.
It's a terrible thing to do. Like,
Yeah. Dubbing is the worst. Dubbing
Yeah.
is the worst.
Correct. I mean, no offense to all the dubbing artists who are really great.
Yeah, it's very
I
difficult.
was very bad at it.
Yeah.
I was very,
Me
very,
too.
very bad. Yeah.
But Veena Gandasala, who dubs for you, I think mostly.
Yeah, Veena
Very good
did
job.
for Paruvu also. Mental
Kind
Madhilo
of
Paruvu.
now feels little similar to your voice. Only.
Yeah. Kind of very, very similar to my voice.
Yeah.
Veena is good.
I think for them, visualization is very important because they have to visualize the act. Oh no, they see them in front. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, they see them.
Yeah. Correct. Cool. I feel so stupid. Don't laugh, man, Shravan. I just sometimes you ask stupid questions.
That's
dude.
your
It's-
blonde moment of the day.
Yes. All right. Next question. Do you have a next question?
Next question. I've been thinking to ask many people about this,
Huh.
but like I can ask mostly all the successful people in the creative field. I can't ask a Microsoft manager because I don't know him. But ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఇక్కడ దాకా వచ్చారంటే there will be some like దాన్ని ఏమంటారు లైఫ్ సూత్రాలు ఆర్ లైక్ ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ దట్ యూ ఫాలోడ్ నో ఆల్ అలాంగ్ టిల్ నౌ లైక్ ఫర్ మీ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పాలంటే నాకు మార్నింగ్ ఎవ్రీడే సమ్హౌ ఐ స్టార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రెష్ ఎంత నైట్ పిస్డ్ ఆఫ్ ఉన్నా ఐ లైక్ టెల్ టు మై సెల్ఫ్ దట్ ఫ్రెష్ డే స్టార్ట్స్ అట్లాంటిది సమ్ ఫ్యూ థింగ్స్ లైక్ హెల్ప్ మీ అట్లా నీకేమైనా ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ దట్ హెవ్ గాట్ యూ టిల్ హియర్ అండ్ యూ స్ట్రాంగ్లీ ఇప్పటికీ బిలీవ్ చేస్తావు
నాకు ఏమైనా ఖచ్చితంగా కావాలంటే దెన్ I will give my 100%, and I know it will be a 100% successful thing, but only if I want it that bad. But otherwise, I have rule number 1 for myself: don't hustle. I don't believe in hustle culture. I don't believe in you always have to have it all. No, you don't have to have it all. You're not okay when you're waking up. Just go back to sleep, chill, do what your body says. You don't have to get everything done before 30. Listen to your relatives, your family, friends, not even your parents, I would say. After a level, like, it's you, it's your life. Do what you feel is the right thing to do. Especially about marriage and stuff, They tell you have to be married. You're getting late and stuff. No, I'd rather wait it out and get married to the right person than just get married and get divorced in a couple of years. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but So number 1 rule for me is don't go run behind hustling. No hustling. But if I'm very passionate about something, I know it will only become successful if I give in my 100%. That you cannot cheat. There's no cheat code for success. I would openly say I've never given 100% in my acting career. I've not. I will definitely do justice to a character, come back, that's about it. But I've never wanted it bad. I've never wanted to be that successful actor. I was just taking it as it goes. Because I've always told my managers from day one, don't go and ask any director, producer for chances, because I don't want that. If the directors genuinely want me for that role, they'll come to me. And then I'll choose my projects. That's how it's been since my first film. I've never approached anybody for, give me that role. I would never do that.
Nice.
Yeah, because I know it will come to you.
Script choose you.
The scripts will end up choosing you. Even if you go ask them, if the script doesn't want you, it will not happen. So you just wait for it and it'll happen for sure. But otherwise, if I wanted to crack it and become really big, I would maybe be a little more committed, like 100% committed person, fitness-wise, health-wise. But I'm not like that for cine industry. That's how I know this is not my space.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what are you 100% in? Like, what is something you would give 100% for?
I finally found out that I'm definitely 100% in for the brand that I'm creating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm 100% for. Even in business, there's a lot of different businesses that I was aspiring to do. I've been trying to figure out what I am interested in since I was 19. So I always wanted to just earn 50 lakhs, come out and start a cafe and just chill in life. That's all I wanted to do.
Correct.
Start a cafe in Bali.
Okay.
and chill in life. That's all I wanted. But your goals, inspirations, and aspirations keep changing, right? I'm not the same person I was yesterday. Like it keeps changing. So as of now, I really want to do something, and I am putting my 100% into it because I know I am waking up not very early, but I'm at least waking up at 8 o'clock to start responding to mails from 9 o'clock, and then I finish off a little earlier and I go back to sleep early. So I know that this is what I want to do. The rest of it, I was like lazy,
Okay.
which means it's not my thing. So don't waste time on that type. Yeah.
All the best for your business. If you're opening a cafe, can I request that the music is a little low?
It's not a
So-
cafe.
I mean,
But if I am
you
in the future. Yeah,
it's-
sure.
Since you clearly
You don't like loud
manifest-
music
I
in
don't not at
cafes.
cafes for some reason. I like it at bars, but
Yeah, that's
somehow-
true. Should have mild music, no?
Yeah,
Cafes.
and not good music. It should be one of those like
Yeah.
just
Do you have
passing.
spaces in Hyderabad where you can just take your laptop, go work, chill?
Yeah, a lot. I think
Yeah.
he keeps going out.
yeah, and that's why I have this pet peeve that they need to play lesser loud music.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it to be loud when I'm sitting in a cafe.
Correct.
I've never been to Iron Hill, I think, in Kundapur, where we were working for some time under. Like, there's a nice shack
Okay.
in the corner. You can silently work there.
Okay.
But there are, I think, many places in Hyderabad.
Okay. We don't have such places in Chennai.
Okay.
We don't have like cozy cafes where you can just go and sit, chill, work. Because I go to cafes alone. In fact, I travel a lot alone, so I can go to cafes alone
Correct.
and chill.
Yeah. You know what I do sometimes? Like if I have some writing work to do, I put on this YouTube playlist called Cafe Noise.
Me too.
It's amazing, man.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
like
yeah.
mild like cutlery sounds coming and people are chattering, but you can't really
Oh, you
hear
like
them.
that.
Yeah, it's just like very soft in the
Okay.
background, but it kind of feels like okay, there are other people, and you're kind of
So mine is I play old music played by playing in another room. It's a thing.
yeah. It's playing in the other room.
In
That's
the
what-
other room.
Yes. It's raining and this song is playing in the other
In
room.
the other room. Yeah. I love that. Oh, it's so good. It's a vibe.
So it sounds like muffled. Like it sounds a little
muffled.
Yeah.
It's like
soft.
yeah, it'll have titles also saying like you imagine you're in your grandparents' room and they're listening to song in the other room, and you're trying to like sleep or study here.
Correct.
So cool.
Nice.
And what about like workout music? What do you listen to like while working?
Workout music, I listen to Telugu songs, man.
Like proper.
But like proper with like good pumping beats. Then I listen to this one, Imagine and
Imagine
Imagine
Dragons.
Dragons.
Yeah, they are good for workouts. They are like. What is your like workout?
I definitely go to above and beyond. There's something called as group therapy.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Above and beyond group therapy or Armin van Buren's State of Trance.
Mm-hmm.
That's my
Correct.
go-to.
Yeah. I kind of like film music, like Indian film music to work out because I have this thing that it is the best music to work out to.
Yeah, it's good.
No, you know why? Because there is like, we have a structure of an Indian song, right? There is typically a Mukhda, Antara, whatever, Charanam, Pallavi.
Yeah.
Pallavi.
And in the middle there is interlude music. So you can actually break it into a 3-set thing.
Reps.
Yeah, like when
Oh,
they're
I've
singing.
never thought of that.
So when they're singing, you lift.
Oh,
Then when the music comes is your rest time. Then again first paragraph. Then you again
I'll
lift.
try this out.
Yeah, it
This is
works
cool.
amazingly. Like
And
that's
it's
what
exactly
I've been
5 minutes. Like each song, like around 4 to
5
Yeah.
minutes. So it's like HIIT, small breaks, repetition.
Oh,
I feel
this
like
is so cool.
yeah, I feel like Indian film music is actually great to work out to. Of course, they're talking about love or whatever. It's not like
Yeah.
come on and like it's not in essence, but
Yeah.
it's good for working out. I
Tamil
feel.
is even more better because kuttu songs we have.
Yeah,
Nicely, you can just go and
Correct.
combine.
Yeah.
correct.
That's there.
Yeah, but sometimes like I listen to like Osho talking while working out, and there's like a cognitive dissonance because he's always like, "Don't do anything." What are you doing? You're like, "Ah." But yeah, that's the cool thing. Yeah. Sorry, I lost my track, dude. I was supposed to ask about something. Cool. Here's my other question. Like generally, people have like obsessions beyond their craft, and I'm sure you've been asked about your craft 10 million times so far. But what are things beyond the film industry or your work that you are obsessed with that, generally?
The first thing that came to my mind was my cats.
Your cats, let's go.
I'm obsessed about my cats.
Correct.
So much. I don't know. I cannot live without them.
Correct.
I think about them all the time. I make sure I call my help and my brother to check if they've been fed, if they've been taken
Is there
care
a
of.
picture of them that we can?
Sure. I
check
have
them
4
out?
cats now.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not sure if I've uploaded all the pictures on.
Okay. What are the names?
One is Gucci,
Okay.
recent addition.
Correct.
I adopted him. I was fostering him for some time, and then I fell in love with him, and I asked that aunt,
Correct.
please, can I just keep him?
Mm.
Right before that is Mia. She's 13 years old. She was my first cat in Dubai. So recently I got her to India. She lives with me now. Before that is Tiger. Tiger is I think about 5 years old. Again, I adopted her. Very cute story. They were these kids who was taking this kitten and going, and I can I just have that kitten, because I know they wouldn't probably take care of it. They were very small.
Correct.
So they said, no, we have to. They were apparently going to cook the kitten
What?
and eat it.
What
Yeah,
country
yeah.
was this?
Chennai.
Oh, Chennai.
They
Cool.
eat cats.
Okay, that's nice.
I mean, not the-
whatever. Not nice. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Everyone up to
apparently eat
their own,
cats. There's a set of people that eat cats.
Yeah.
So they said, no, we have to give it to our mother because this is our lunch.
Correct.
I was like, please, no, can I just take her? And no, you can take her for money. I asked, how much do you want? They said 5 rupees. So I gave 10 rupees and I got Tiger. And she is...
Did you at least give them like a grilled chicken full? So
No.
that they can have non-veg dinner? No? Okay, cool.
So she's been with me. And then my first cat is Nandu Murugan. He's the coolest, who used to come with me to all the shoots and stuff. So all 3 except for Tiger look the same.
Correct.
White Persian.
Okay,
Tiger alone is a street cat.
correct. Tiger is the guy who you...
Girl. I named her
Sorry, is the
Tiger.
is the cat that you
Adopted.
took from the kids?
Yes.
Correct, cool.
The 10 rupee ka.
You know, somewhere in Chennai, there is a kid who's like, you know what, I found this kitten and I really wanted to eat it. And this lady just gave me 10 rupees and took her away.
Yeah.
Yeah. But why not dogs though? I feel like dogs are the more popular pets, but
For some reason, I don't think I can match up with dogs' energy.
correct.
They demand a lot of love from you, right? Cats don't.
Yeah,
Cats are very independent. They don't give a shit about you.
correct.
So
They
when
don't
this-
care if you're there or not.
No, when this 4th cat got added to the family, appudu other cats were
Oh
welcoming.
God, no. There was so much of drama.
Oh.
They still don't get along.
Yeah,
As of now, they are okay, but they still fight with each other.
correct.
But yeah, I'm a cat woman.
Yeah,
You're a cat lady, like proper.
No, but you won't be surprised if that 4th cat suddenly one day is missing. It's gone somewhere. It might have got nirvana. I'll go off somewhere.
Let me just leave.
No, but cats leave and come back, you know? That's the
They
cool thing
always
about
come back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always come back to you.
Oh.
Yeah. I have only one small brief period where, like, I've never had pets, but I've fostered for a little bit. So, in my childhood, my sister was coming back from school and she finds that a dog has killed a cat and it has 2 kittens.
Okay.
And she brings them to our home. And my Amma names them Sai Jyoti, Sai Deepti.
This is Sai Gucci.
Oh, it's Sai Gucci?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so...
Sai Gucci.
And then they both also died, but they just died in our home, I think, or something happened. But yeah, I've never had this thing to have a pet. I feel like it's so much responsibility.
It is a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
But I would say they're great companions. Being around them is exactly like being with good human beings. Yeah, it's really good. Like when you want to curl up, watch some show, they just come sit next to you, they cuddle up. Very cozy effect they give.
Correct. All right. Cool.
More
so,
obsessions.
Huh? Do you have any other obsession apart from your cats?
Apart from cat, I have a skincare obsession for some reason.
Nice.
I'm extremely obsessed about those 13-step skincare routine and all.
Okay.
But I know that it's not good. It's not going to make any difference to your skin. But yeah, I'm just obsessed with skincare.
Correct.
I cannot stop buying those skincare products.
Correct. As a lot of guys who don't know about skincare, what is like basic 2-part advice you would give?
So recently, I found out my brother has the most amazing skin. I get to see him very rarely, though we live in the same house. I saw his skin. I was like, how did you get that skin? Because it was so clear. It was so good. He just
Life
gave
boy
me
soap.
he gave me some face wash. He's like, this is all I use.
Correct.
So I started using that face wash. You guys don't know anything about skincare, no? Moisturizer, sunscreen, nothing?
I don't put, but I just drink a lot of water. That is what I feel.
Yeah.
I drink just
But
like.
no matter what you guys do, your skin is always good.
I don't think so. Mine is mine.
Yeah, it's,
Tell me
it's good.
closer
It's
people.
properly hydrated. It's good.
Hydrated though. I know. I only,
Water.
Yeah, water. Water. I drink one thing in the morning is like half bottle of water, because I only know one fact in my life, being a.
Okay, so I have
non-science
always wanted to ask guys this question.
Correct.
Do you guys like it when a woman has a clear skin, like properly
Obviously.
prim and prep, or like you don't care?
Yeah,
Even if she
obviously,
has
that's
like.
a-
That's a thing.
Yeah, that's-
So you guys like when.
Definitely, you should have.
I
What about
don't care
makeup,
that
no
much.
makeup? You don't care. Okay.
As in, like, for me, the most attractive trait is if you're funny.
Okay.
I feel like I'm a little biased towards like
Humorous.
humor. Yeah, like if you're funny, that's extremely attractive to me. Yeah,
What about makeup, no makeup?
No makeup.
No makeup. You?
it doesn't matter. I mean,
doesn't
maybe if they want to. I feel like some people look better with makeup, and I don't know. I've never.
Actually, అంత thought ఇవ్వలేదు, but would prefer like makeup, no makeup. Obviously, no makeup కదా.
No makeup.
Why? Because you think it's some idea of true reality. And
అంత సీన్ లేదు. I can like connect more. Still, I feel the layer of makeup between.
correct.
Oh God.
Correct.
Yeah.
But here's this question, right? Now in like all over, like Reddit or wherever, this question is always raised about like plastic surgery. What do you think of that? Like, do you think it is goes above your head?
Boy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
I
but
don't
why
have
do
much
people look down
awareness.
upon it? I don't understand.
I don't
dude.
know much. I don't have much awareness about it. Whether it's good. Some say like I read on both sides.
Correct.
Some say like why not? What's there when you have like when you're getting your heart transplanted and doing
Exactly.
like
You're getting your
Yeah.
teeth fixed. What is so wrong in that? I don't know.
I don't know, but
Correct.
I'm not a,
Correct. Maybe it's not for us to speak.
Not for us.
We are not qualified clearly as BCom people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Recently, I met this friend of mine, and she was sitting with me in a cafe. She kept staring at my skin, and she was like, "You've done something to your face." I said, "No, I've not touched my face." She's like, "Lift your eyebrow." I lifted my eyebrow because apparently, if you do Botox, you can't lift your eyebrows.
Oh.
Yeah, your eyebrows are stuck like that, I think.
Oh.
And you don't get those wrinkle marks. So I lifted it, and she was like, "Oh, okay, you have not done anything, okay."
Yeah.
But so I've wanted to get my lips plumped. I went to the doctor and I told her, "Can you give me injections?" She's like, "I'll kill you. Just leave."
Okay. Why?
Because she's like,
violent
"Yeah,
doctor.
this is okay. This is good
Okay,
enough." Like,
correct.
I asked her, like, I have wrinkles under eye. She's like, "What are you talking about?"
Correct.
Maybe because in Bollywood they have that culture now
Correct.
to get their face fixed even before they enter the industry. But I'd say that's not needed. That's not necessary at all. We have amazing actors like Nitya Menon, Sai Pallavi, who look beautiful no matter how they are.
Correct. Yeah.
No, if you work out well, and I think if you do good yoga, now I discovered even face yoga.
Yeah, face
you do all
yoga.
that, that you can actually.
Yeah.
అక్కడ
True.
బేసిక్ స్కెల్టన్ అయితే ఉంది కదా,
Yeah.
దాన్ని కొంచెం షార్ప్ చేసుకుంటే.
No, but if doctor can fix something, what is the problem?
They can.
Mine.
Yeah, I feel like it should be all right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If it's problematic, if they're not very secure about themselves, they can get it done. But one thing I noticed about people who are not secure about themselves and get their face fixed is they don't stop with one surgery.
Correct.
It just keeps going on and on and on.
Yeah.
And the obsession never ends. And that's how you end up with, like, sometimes it's scary.
Yeah.
There are many that go wrong also. We see
Correct.
Yeah,
already,
exactly.
Like,
yeah.
this thing went wrong.
Yeah.
No, one thing I believe, like, it's not about only the what's plastic surgery, but in general also, I feel this body that is given, it's like a natural gift. No, damaging it. What I've realized from doctors is they are not going to repair you completely.
Yeah.
They're only going to fix
Fix
you
it.
to something close to normal. So it is even while driving or getting a fracture or anything.
Yeah.
It is always advisable for you to take care of this natural body that is given.
Yeah.
Koncham damage chesina gaani it is.
You know what? Another weird thing is, I feel like you can even manifest, if you want to call it, visualize you to become how you want to look also. If you want a sharp jawline, if you want to look thin, if you want to look curvy in a certain way, I would say sit on it, meditate it, visualize it. I feel like it'll happen.
And you have to also put some effort, no?
I think it will just drive you towards it.
Yeah, you will start doing those activities that will
Yeah.
drive you to.
visualize how you want to look, and I think because honestly, none of the family members in my family have a thin nose. For some reason, I always wanted thin nose, and I have thin nose.
Correct.
I don't know how. My mom keeps asking me, how do you have thin nose? Because I have such big nose. I visualized it, yo.
Yeah.
It's tough for me to know, I guess. Like people would call me Genghis Khan at school. Like, they would ask me, "Hey, you're from Northeast?" Like, Mama, I'm Karimnagar. Hey, you look like a Northeast guy. So after like some 4 or 5 years, I started telling, yeah, my grandfather came from Myanmar.
Yeah.
And my father fought a
Why not?
battle in West Bengal, and from there we kind of came.
Yeah.
Some believed.
Yeah.
That's the only story I used to like make up.
Correct. All right. So we are running out of time, and one is your hard stop. So we thought we'll ask the question that we ask all the guests who come, because we feel like people who are successful have nailed 4 aspects of their life.
Okay.
So please tell us about these 4 aspects. The 4 aspects being physical health, mental health, money management, and time management. How do you deal with these 4 aspects of your life?
I think physical health is your biggest wealth, always. My dad has always been teaching me from day one, health is more important than anything else in your life. So health management, I would say, especially after 30 is very important. Before that, you can do whatever you want. But after 30, I think if you're smoking, drinking, everything needs to be under control. Especially because everything just doubles up. Your cholesterol, BP, everything just doubles up. Started having problems, hormonal issues and everything. I never thought I'd get old to a stage where I'll have to start taking blood tests, go to hospitals and stuff, which is happening. Also, when I was playing badminton, I thought it'll just be fine. Like I don't have to stretch, I don't have to do anything. I'll just play and get back. But I pulled my hamstring so bad that I cannot even step into the gym for another 1 month now.
Okay. Were you going for a smash when you pulled it? Like what? Where were you in the game?
I was going for a smash.
Correct.
When I landed.
Oh.
When I landed in a very bad form. And it needs a lot of lunging, right? So I didn't recover. I was obsessing badminton. That I used to play for 3-4 hours. I used to burn 1,500 calories with just one time play. And I pulled my hamstring badly. So I think you have to be very mindful of your health, eat healthy, which I'm trying to eat healthy, because I feel like my body gets heated up real quick with chicken, meaty products, with sugar, sweet. So I try to completely avoid sweets, because the minute I eat one piece of cake, this happens. And it's very painful. So I try to completely avoid sugar. Then when it comes to wealth management,
No, mental health.
mental health is very, very important, because I remember when I was 19, I had a very close friend who was, I think he had bipolar issue, and he had depression. And I didn't understand what depression was back then, but I saw him go through phases which I couldn't understand back then. But after coming down to Chennai and I was alone, within first couple of years itself, I started understanding what depression is. But one thing that my friend taught me was, if you're in depression, just remember that you will come out of it as well. So that was the end of the light, end of the tunnel ka light. So I know there are certain times when I go into depression, I know I'll come to the other side of it. So I patiently deal with it. I don't get anxious when I'm depressed. If I'm depressed, I deal with it. I go through it.
Correct.
Patiently wait for it to go away.
Pass.
Yeah. And you will pass. You will come to the other side of it. You will have a good time.
Yeah.
Correct.
There's a lot of chemical imbalances that happens in your body. So you will go through low time, but you will always bounce back. So make use of the time that you're bouncing back. And be prepared. Like no matter what happens, just be prepared to go through the ups and downs of life.
Cool. And time management and money management.
Time management, I try to be always on time, but I'm only learning that now, being in the business field, how prompt a lot of my colleagues are. They're very, very prompt. I'm always late, at least by 5-10 minutes, which I try to fix. My colleagues are always on time, which amazes me. So I want to be that person who's always on time as well. And especially time management when it comes to sleeping, at least for like 7 to 8 hours, I believe is extremely important. And only yesterday I learned that no matter how much you sleep after 12 midnight, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not that effective apparently compared to if you sleep pre-12. So yesterday I slept at 10, and those 2 hours from 10 to 12 apparently gives you the same effect of sleeping for like 6 hours.
Oh.
So it's very, very important to sleep pre-12, pre-midnight apparently.
Okay.
So that is very important. Time management, that is. Then last is?
Money management.
Money management. You should spend your money. I believe in spending 50% of your money on what you actually need and want in life, and then rest, like maybe 20% on your hobbies, your obsessions, and rest 30% on saving. At least, I would say at least minimum of 10% should go in saving. Because when you save, when you have money, you don't have to be worried about anything else. It gives you a certain kind of confidence in life. If you have a certain number in your bank account, that's when I told my dad, like, I've made this much in my life, so I don't have to worry about breaking my head into working. You can take your own time, chill. You know how your life will be in the future. You can kind of maintain the same lifestyle.
Correct.
So
Cool.
yeah.
All right. Here's my final question since I have 1 more minute.
Okay.
Want to end on time, like you said, time management. So since you've manifested most of the things that you wanted and it has come true, what is your manifestation for the next 5 years or next 10 years of your life? What do you see yourself?
I see myself definitely being a very, very successful entrepreneur. And I've always wanted to do something regional. I come from Madurai. And I wanted to definitely start something based out of Madurai. I don't know why. It's always been there in the back of my mind. Maybe it will happen in the future.
Correct.
So even if I'm doing things in Chennai as of now, I want to do something regional also. I think it's always good to give back to
Correct.
the place you were born in.
Correct.
So that's one thing.
Can we make some guesses about what your upcoming business is?
Sure.
Guesses? What do you think it is?
You said no to cafe, no?
As of now, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it is
Something where two
cats
motors,
on motorbikes.
motorbikes.
No.
No?
I did that business, went broke, came out of it. Clue.
Oh, if we can't say it, no, we'll come.
Yeah.
to
Also, she can't
Okay,
reveal,
it
man. There
could-
are
it
like
could-
investors at
it's-
stake, huh?
Sure, yeah.
No, sorry. You had just
No,
given out a
no.
hint.
I was going to give you a clue, but no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dheeraj, we can always rewind and check it out. All right. On time. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
coming.
much.
I hope it was fun for you. What did you think overall?
Yeah, I really liked it. I like being in podcasts more than anything else. Even when I watch shows of other actors that I want to get to know about, I watch podcasts and not interviews.
Correct.
So thank you so much for having me.
Correct.
It was very therapeutic, man.
Ah.
Yeah, to be here.
Man, I feel like God now. I'm telling you.
No, we would have loved to go on, but you have the time restriction.
We have like more topics
So,
we could.
yeah,
Even
we
are
had a
still
few
centered
more
on
things.
the metaphysical thing. But when you come back
Yeah.
Yes.
as an entrepreneur, for
Yeah.
whichever,
Oh, yeah. Let's do
Yeah.
that.
yeah, we'll see. So our thing ఏంటంటే ఒక్కసారి వస్తే పోయేది కాదు ఇది. You can come whenever you want to. Just like we are just a ping away.
Okay.
Hey, I want to just come and talk about this. Let's talk.
Okay.
Let's chat. అంటే you can come.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sure.
So I will come the minute, the next day after I open my business.
Definitely.
Let's
yes.
visualize that.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Please
Okay.
visualize that.
I'm
Yes,
seriously coming here.
Yeah, please,
Yes.
please.
I'll have a sharper jawline by then.
Yeah. And also, your final message to all the people who like you or your fans.
Thank you so much for understanding me, supporting me. I think there are a few messages that I still receive which makes me feel so good because they go to temples, they pray for me. They're very supportive of the decisions that I take in my life, the projects that I do. They don't judge me. They are very non-judgmental. Just like how some of your viewers are very genuine to you guys. They keep commenting and stuff. I do have few people who are very, very genuinely are close to me. They're more like friends. I don't know them, but they're my friends, I would say.
Correct.
So yeah, thank you so much, and continue to be my support even in the entrepreneurial side of mine.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you. Please come again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, guys.